Hello to you all and welcome to Flame of Guidance. This is going to be a pick a card reading for all Sun, Moon, and Rising Capricorn signs. I know that when you are doing a sign reading or when you're watching one, it's not always going to resonate when they are general readings, so I figured you would have a better chance of having your own personal reading or something resonate a little bit more if you were able to pick a deck for that specific sign. So, with that said, there are 3 piles in front of us here, and if you are indeed a Capricorn Sun, Moon, or Rising, go ahead and pick one of the following options. We have deck number 1, number 2, and number 3. So whichever you choose, go on and move ahead to the selected deck. Alright, so for all of you who have chosen pile number 1, which is this cute little orange and green butterfly, this is going to be the reading for you. So let's take a look and see what it is that we have going on for you, Capricorn. Keep in mind, this is a timeless reading, and I have not looked at any of these cards. I actually had shuffled them earlier, but let's take a look at the tarot first and see what we got going on here. Okay. Alright, Capricorn, so it looks like we're feeling a little bit anxious about a new endeavor. There's something that, at this moment in time, you want to get off of the ground, but you're not quite sure how to. And this could either be in your personal life with something that you're emotionally invested in. So could be a passion project, it could even be a person that you're involved with. There's definitely some sort of I do see some form of passion with the Page of Wands. I'm sorry, I didn't call out the tarot cards, but what we have is the Page of Swords, the Moon, and the Page of Wands. So I think there's something that is in the beginning stages of moving forward. I feel a lot of anxiety of moving towards something. It's almost like you're not quite there yet. Like you don't have everything in order, and it's making you feel a little bit nervous and have anxiety about it. There's definitely emotions running high. It almost feels like this is a secret passion or a secret talent or skill, almost like a secret side hustle that you don't want anybody to know about, but you're definitely trying to get it off the ground. You're just so nervous about it because you're not sure just how to get it started or how to get it going. There's definitely some more commitment that needs to be involved. I feel like it's kind of like you're thinking about it, but you're not doing anything about it. It's almost like you're looking into it, but you're not investing as much time or making as much effort into making it actually happen. So instead of just Googling ideas or Googling how to do this and that, instead of just going to Google and doing minimal research, there needs to be an actual plan put into place. Now, if this is something to do with your emotional, with your relationship, I guess, yeah, the emotional side of life. If it is to do with the relationship, I think you are definitely spying on someone and you're anxious that they may have someone else already. You're trying to find out if somebody's booed up or not. You're trying to see if this person is a liar, if they're worth time, effort. I don't know, there's something about them that doesn't add up that's making you dig a little bit deeper. I feel like somebody's investigating trying to dig the dirt or find out what somebody was really about, or maybe you're hiding yourself or your true self from someone who's approaching you. That's if it is to do with relationships, but I honestly see this more of like something that you're very nervous to go towards, or someone that you're super nervous to go towards or to commit to. There's a lot of unknown territory here. There's not very mature energy here. This is a lot of mind battles. So you're definitely having a lot of fights with your thoughts. So you're going back and forth, a lot of mental bantering. But it's something that you're feeling very heavily. So there's a lot of deep emotions involved here. It may even be a dream or a wish that you've been wanting to make happen in your life. Let's see. Let's pull some more cards. Oh, communicate clearly. Look at that. Yeah. Something needs to be made clear here. That's for sure. Children. Oh, okay. Empathy. And follow the golden rule. Okay, so... Okay, so I feel like for sure there's something that is standing in the way of you, and it could be someone else. Someone may be acting a little bit bratty. Maybe there's someone acting like a spoiled brat. Somebody's trying to get their way. But there's nothing clear. Okay, so this is making a little bit more sense. There's definitely anxiety here. That for sure I see now with more of these cards to help me clarify what's going on. There's definitely someone who is not being their true or authentic self. I think somebody's pushing someone away. Someone's definitely in their feelings. And I definitely feel like someone is actually doing research or trying to dig deep into someone else's life. Now, this could be the person who's like acting a little bit childish and immature, you know, when you sometimes think to yourself, why isn't that me? Why isn't that happening for me? Why am I not where I want to be yet? Like, why is that person doing better than me? I feel that kind of vibe here. Almost like a little bit of anger and frustration towards yourself. There's definitely someone who's acting a little bit bratty, who's not telling all the truth. If this is a secret plan or passion project or something that you're doing low-key that you don't want anyone to know about, it may seem that you are just so anxious and your mind is so out of control with all these thoughts that you need to learn how to clear your mind and kind of reset so that you can then have... you need to declutter. I'm hearing declutter. So maybe you need a mental break. And maybe you're absorbing a lot of other people's energies to the point where it's draining you. Maybe somebody around you is acting a little bit too obnoxious, too spoiled. Maybe even not knowing boundaries or how to stay away from you. It could be children. I mean, it could be actual children. It doesn't have to be, but it could be someone who doesn't understand or know boundaries, doesn't get the fact that no means no. And so they're used to getting their way, so they get very upset when things aren't handed to them. Follow the golden rule is always about, obviously, treat others like you would want to be treated. Do as you would want done unto you. So if you are doing something secretly or having some sort of secret ambition, make sure that you're not stepping on anyone's toes. Make sure that you're very direct and straightforward about what you want, and not only with other people but with yourself. So if this is about a commitment per se, you want to be direct, honest, and upfront about exactly what your expectations are in a connection or a commitment, but just make sure that you don't make it seem as if you're the one to be praised in the connection. It's all your way or no way. Don't come off like that, because it's only going to turn the person off. Or maybe that's what someone did to you, vice versa. That could be it. I'm going to get some more tarot here to do a little more clarifying. All right, let's see. I just want to clarify a little bit more. Oh, okay. Ooh, there it goes. I hate when my cards fly. Give me just 1 second. Okay. So, the cards that fell. We have the Five of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Nine of Pentacles. Is this too dim? I'm sorry, guys. Let me brighten it up for you. Okay. Let's just... Also, maybe finding your inner child, maybe getting not so serious about life right now, maybe not taking things so seriously or being stuck in your head so much. That also came up. Yeah, maybe you guys don't know how to let go. Someone's holding on to their anger or resentment a little too much. Capricorn, what is happening here with this pile? So, if there is a form of miscommunication, someone definitely feels like they were done dirty. If this is you thinking that you can't move forward towards your passion because you don't have the money, it's because you haven't prioritized properly, or because maybe you had karmic debt to pay. So sometimes when we are constantly working and paying bills and we don't see ourselves getting anywhere or growing, or seeing any, we're not seeing any profit from our work, right? We're not seeing like enough. We just have enough money to pay the bills, but not to do something with your life. Like you're only making enough to survive, but not to have a more fun and luxurious life. I know that right now is not, the whole world right now, we're all kind of going through it financially because things are a lot different economically than they were last year, 6 months ago, etc. So it's hard to say, you just need to save money. It's hard to say that because right now everybody really is on survival mode. I don't care how much or little money you make. Even the richest people right now are planning for the worst, right? So it's just that time right now that we're all going through. But I definitely want to say that even just $1 goes a long way. So maybe budgeting, even with a little bit, it may not seem like a lot, it may seem like a joke, but you'd be surprised how much money you can make just by putting quarters in a jar. And they add up, and they add up quick. So a little bit goes a long way. Someone is definitely trying to... There's like emotional manipulation is what I'm getting here as well with the Page of Swords and empathy and the Five of Pentacles. Communicate clearly. Someone's kind of being very one-sided, whether that's you or whoever you're dealing with. The Nine of Pentacles, if this is a passion project, again, you really need to save up to be able to get to a place where you really are financially free. Because the Emperor, he usually is in charge, and he's been through the Five of Pentacles. The Emperor is the one that has gone through it all and still is on top and now is able to actually dictate and give orders because he has all of the experience and knowledge. So I think once you figure out how to clear your mind, declutter your mind, once you free up all of this space in your mind from any lower vibrational energies. Sorry, I'm just going to hold on to this so I get a little more information. Once you free your mind of all these burdens, of all this anxiety, and you clearly know exactly what it is that you want out of a connection or out of your finances, passion project, what it is that you're really determined to go and do. Once you've done that, you seek out a plan. Once you have a plan, you figure out the budget. Once you know the budget, then you start to, little by little, gather a penny here, a dollar there, right? And then it grows and becomes into something, or by the time, before you even know it, you're going to be able to enjoy yourself a little more, have some form of financial independence. Also, whatever you put out is what you get back. So think about that as well. Follow the golden rule. So I definitely see that someone here is, I don't know if you're like a single mom and you have 3 kids or children that you're trying to take care of, and you're having to take the role of the father and the mother and provide and also be nurturing at the same time. That's a very heavy job. To be a single mother is, I believe, one of the toughest jobs there are out there, and it takes a lot of energy to take care of yourself, yet alone children. They're a whole entire human being, and they require so much attention, so much energy, so much worry, so much money. So I think if you're a single mother and you're trying to figure out how to make finances come through, it's stressing you out and it's overwhelming you. But if you get in touch with your children, your childlike side, you let go of that anxiety a little bit, it'll free up your mind from the stress enough to bring in a new idea or something that will be relevant to how you can move out of this rut. If it is about a connection or a commitment that we're looking at here, I think somebody needs to mature and not be so much in their ego. Somebody is acting super egotistical. Somebody's acting like they're above someone else. Someone is saying like it's my way or no way. Someone made somebody else feel like shit. Somebody made somebody feel like they weren't worth much, like they were above them. I don't know who was on which side here, Capricorn, but I'm feeling like I'm just going to call it like I see it. I'm feeling like you may have made somebody feel like shit. Maybe those weren't your intentions, but you may have said something that really caught someone off guard and made them feel like shit. It could be if you are a parent, your kids could have crossed the line, and then in return you may have gone a little too far with the punishment or how you spoke to them to the point where they felt like crap. And then you felt that. You felt guilty afterwards. You felt that energy. And you took it back really quick. You took it back. Okay. Let me see if I'm getting anything else before I pull out some. Let's see. I want to pull a couple more cards. This is interesting energy. I just want to know, why is there anxiety and ego here? I see a lot of anxiety and ego. Capricorn just keeps coming down, so I'm just going to lean it there. Let's see. Okay, so it's the 6 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. Somebody wasn't getting all the attention that they wanted or that they required. Somebody was definitely not getting all the attention that they wanted. Yeah, they were seeking for attention. Somebody's wanting more of your attention. Okay, so if you're wanting someone's attention right now, it's really bothering you that this person is not paying attention to you. Why is it so dark? It's really bothering you that someone isn't paying mind or notice, and that you're kind of doing your own thing, trying to really show what you're made of here. I feel like someone's on their high horse. Someone's definitely on their high horse. So I'm not sure if somebody, again, made someone else feel like shit, or made them feel like they were, belittling the other person. Typically the 10 of Wands, the guy is carrying all the wands, and it's such a heavy burden, but he's doing it anyway. This person has it together. They know how to deal with the burdens. He's got them all ready in his little pouch over, his back, and he's riding a horse up a hill. So this is someone who is riding their high horse. Let's just call it like I see it. So there's ego involved here. And I think because somebody didn't get the attention they wanted, the other person was kind of butthurt. Yeah, someone was really butthurt. Or maybe you feel like you're not giving enough attention to what really requires it, and it's giving you anxiety, like you're going to fall behind because you're not really paying attention to what you really want to focus on. Okay, let's pull out some initials here. Please let me know if any of this is resonating with you guys, or if any of this is making sense. So we have the letter K, could be the name of a child, kids. The letter U, and the letter R. Let's see if you have any more. The letter N for Michael, letter P, Peter. All right. Let's see if we can have any significant numbers come up here. Does that say crump? I think this says crump. Crump. There you go. Someone who needs to have a little more fun in their life. For sure. Taking things too seriously. Didn't I say getting in touch with your inner child earlier? Okay, let's see. I'm just going to see numbers that may be significant or important. This just may add up to weeks or days, or maybe even a month that is significant. We have 4 and 3, that's 7. Whoops. Flip that over. We have 2 6s, which is 12. 12 plus 7 is, oh God, here we go. 12, 13, 14, 14 plus 7. Oh my God. 13 plus 7, 13. 20. Okay, so the number is 20 total here. This could be an address, 43266. It could be an address. It could also be numbers on a license plate. Could also be significant dates, birthdays, or ages. But these do total up to 20. If we were to add 20 up in numerology, it would be 2. Let's see, what else do I see here? Alright, so that is all that I'm getting for this reading. This was very peculiar energy, so please comment down below. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Let me know if any of this made sense or resonated. I'm not, I wasn't picking up on a lot except for that same story of someone wanting to pick things up off the ground and wanting attention. Definitely some emotional manipulation. Somebody was hurt, triggered. Definitely, I see that. But somebody definitely needs to be a little bit more empathetic to others around them, whoever they're with, whoever is involved in this situation, or maybe even you just need to be a little more empathetic to yourself and understand that you're doing the best that you can. Clear your mind. Get in touch with your inner child. Maybe have a little more fun. Let's see if I'm getting anything else. No, yeah, that is all that I am getting for my pile number 1. Again, thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking out this pick a card reading. I really hope this did resonate. Other than that, I will catch you on the next one. Alright, so for Capricorns, whoever chose pile number 2, which is this cute yellow butterfly, this is the reading for you. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we got going on for you, Capricorn. Again, this is a timeless general reading, just to see what the energy is for you guys today. So we have the 5 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, the King of Wands. Wow, there's a lot of ego energy. You know, I was feeling ego energy in the first pile as well. I don't know if maybe you chose pile number 1 and 2. Okay, and 4 of Wands. There's a lot of wand energy, so I guess I'll call it out because I do see a fire sign here, so possibly Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be someone that you are dealing with, but I mean, all wands here makes me want to call out that fire energy. Let me just grab my let's see, let me just pull in the energy so that I'm able to see what's going on here. Okay, so I'm not sure if whoever you're living with, you guys may have had an argument and somebody's all on the defense or just offended, somebody's on guard. I'm feeling and sensing a lot of ego energy here, a lot of ego battles, a lot of anger. Somebody's super resentful. This is either at work or at home. Maybe there could be some construction going on in your home as well that you're annoyed that isn't being finished on time. If not that, then maybe you're gonna have unexpected guests in your home, or there's just too many people in a small setting, like a small home. But somebody's super irritated about this. Somebody's super aggravated. It looks like somebody's trying to tell the other person what to do, and somebody's not liking it. Someone feels a little entitled. There's a lot of miscommunication going on here, a lot of bantering back and forth, a lot of frustration. I feel a sense of like yelling, so I literally want to yell at someone. I'm not sure if you got in an argument or if you're bickering with someone. Again, you could be maybe bickering with your contractor. He was supposed to finish a job and didn't. Maybe somebody ended up promising something and they couldn't keep that promise. Maybe there was a budget with construction and now you have to go over budget, and it was all because of the contractor's fault, not yours. Maybe some like unplanned events. This could also be someone who may have had a birthday recently and there was probably a fight or an argument on someone's birthday, and maybe, you know, it was one of your friends' birthday and you ended up getting in an argument with their friends and it really pissed somebody off. Whoever's birthday it was, they're pissed. So whatever party you may have attended, there may have been a falling out. I definitely see a battle of the egos here. So for sure there was some sort of frustrating conversation. I want to know what it's about though. So let's pull out more cards here. No need to worry. Okay, so maybe it didn't involve you. Maybe it involved other people. Maybe you witnessed all of this bantering. But if you did feel some sort of nuisance in your home or unwanted energy or arguments, things are going to get resolved. There's something that you need to not really stress about or worry about. Whatever's making you feel annoyed or bothered, you don't really have to pay much mind to it. You don't really have to stress too much about it. If somebody offended you, don't take it too seriously. Don't worry so much about it. Let's see what else we have. Evolution. Okay. Okay. Virtue. You know, let me read this actually. Evolution, you realize that the obstacles are merely lessons on your path to love. Okay, so obstacles, again, I definitely see there may have been an ego battle here. An ego battle here. Someone definitely pissed somebody else off, and things may not have come off. You know, someone stepped on someone's toes, something definitely went wrong. It definitely went south. You may, I'm sorry guys, I just bumped the camera. You may have offended somebody on accident, but don't worry about it. Things will get resolved. You may just apologize or have to apologize, or someone may just need to apologize to you. But don't sweat it too much. I mean, there may be a good result at the end of the day. We're going from the Five of Wands and ending with the Four of Wands. So whatever issue was happening before, there's definitely going to be a resolution. There's defensive energy. Someone is pretty annoyed with whatever was going wrong. But evolution, right? You're going from the Five of Wands to the Nine of Wands, which is this defensive. Your guard is up. To the King of Wands, who then just mastered all of the wands, right? So he knows all of the stages and understands how to master them, and that is what evolution is about, coming up into the greater version of yourself after going through such tough and difficult and trying times. Why can I not speak? I don't know. Okay, and virtue. Acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. So yeah, there was definitely someone pissed someone off. Maybe it wasn't you. If it was at someone else's house or birthday party or whatever was going on, some form of celebration, a gathering at someone's place, I don't know, like a birthday at a restaurant, and whatever may have happened. The thing is, you knowing the truth behind everything. I'm not sure what this argument was about, or what this anger or this resentment is about, what this frustration is over, what these ego battles were about. But somebody's definitely going to look at the other side of everything, look at things from an outsider's perspective. Maybe that's you. Maybe the bickering was happening around you and it didn't involve you. But there's growth here, and knowing the essence of the truth, and that everyone has their own fault as much as they have their own perspective on what's right in whatever situation this was. Knowing that and acknowledging that is what's going to actually help you see through this situation and this circumstance. Live your bliss. Okay, yeah. So again, there's a positive end result from whatever situation was going on. I'm sorry guys, my phone just went off. My phone never goes off, and of course it does in the middle of a reading. I apologize. I'm going to turn it off right now. Okay, so with the Four of Wands and live your bliss. So whatever was happening between other people, whatever it was that may have been a cause of miscommunication, there's no need for you to stress or worry or overthink it. Definitely keep yourself out of the drama, keep yourself above all of that, which I'm sure you already know, right? The King of Wands is very aware of that. He's more about having a good time and not so much about pissing people off or making people feel like shit about whatever it was that had happened. know your truth. See, okay, so there was, for sure now, I know there was an argument. So I am just going to stick to that right there. There was an argument. There was some sort of situation that happened, some bickering. Ego battles is what I keep hearing. It could have involved more than one person. It could have been more like three people involved in an argument that was irrelevant. Maybe whatever you said may have triggered others to feel a certain type of way. You know, they were taking things wrong. Whatever perspective or opinion was put out there may have been taken. I'm so sorry about that, guys, but my camera totally cut off at the most unfortunate moment. But like I was saying, there's definitely someone who may have said the wrong thing, maybe had mentioned or spoke out their personal thoughts or opinions on a specific subject or matter, and it could have triggered someone else's ego, and they may have taken it the wrong way. So maybe you had a discussion if this is about a relationship or someone that you're getting to know, but this looks like someone that you may be well connected with. If this is a love relationship situation, this seems like there may have been something that you've said that the other person may have taken the wrong way, or something that just bothered the other person, you know. But know this, that your intentions were, you were coming from a good place. Your intentions were pure. You were trying to be honest and direct, which Capricorns, they are who they are, and they own it. That's the one thing I will give Capricorns. You guys, you own who you are, and you make sure people are aware of it. There's no black and white with you. It is what it is. And as long as you get your cut in the business deal, as long as you get your money, you're good. You know, you're all about like, we're going to do business, we're going to do it right. That's just how you are. Very practical and very straightforward. So knowing your truth and where you stand in whatever situation you're involved with or involved in, either relationship or with other people, if it's a group of friends or others that are involved in this situation, that is what's going to give you the peace of mind, is that you are not here to piss anybody off. You're just here to make your money and go. You're just here to do your thing and go. You were just here to come to the party, sing happy birthday, and go. You came to have a good time. That's it. If you want to take a shot, you're going to take 3 or 4, and then you're going to go. Or you're just going to say hi, drop off the present, and go home. You know, so you know your truth, you know where you stand, you're going to have that peace of mind. There's no need to worry with whatever situation, whatever argument happened here. But definitely a battle of the egos. Okay, and then we have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Yeah, again, so there is definitely some form of in the midst of getting to know new people or other people involved in this situation. I do see many involved in this. So again, it could have been at a gathering, could have been at work, could have been wherever. But there's more than one person involved here. And I definitely see that, because also in this card, if you see, it's not just like 2 people getting to know each other, right? The card says getting to know each other, but there's like, you know, 3 people here, and then there's 2 in the back over here. Maybe everyone has their own opinion. And look at this, he's sitting just like the King of Wands. Look at how the King of Wands is sitting, and look at how he's sitting. So again, there could have been this like ego, or someone who is just stuck in their ways, and you just cannot get through to them. But because you know the truth, because you know who you are, because you just came to have a good time, you're not even going to let it faze you. You're not even going to let it bother you. Okay, Capricorn, you are doing you, and that is all that matters. You are getting your paycheck, and that is all that matters. You are making sure that your life is all sorts of good, and nothing else matters. So let me see if I can get any more information. This is a very straightforward reading, but I kind of want to see what's going on here. Like, why are you guys arguing with other people? Like, who is so bothered, and why? Like, who's so bothered, and why are they so bothered? Let's see. I want to get some more info here. All right, let's see. More information here, please, Spirit. What's going on? More information. Ooh, wow. Okay, so we have cards flying all over the place. Give me just one moment so I can pick up the cards that flew. All right. So, put that here again. So 3 cards flew out. We had the Empress came out first, the Empress, the Emperor. Okay, so this is definitely like a power trip. The Empress and the Emperor. So if this is about a marriage or about your relationship, and you guys are bickering with one another, and you're just kind of like, I told you where I'm coming from. I already told you what I want, what I expect. And if you're not taking that into consideration, that is your loss, because I'm still going to do me regardless. You know, definitely that, like, whatever. You do you, boo. I don't know why I felt like saying that, but I'm getting that energy. And the Moon. So, yeah, definitely someone is like high strung, emotions running high, a lot of frustration here, a lot of anger. Someone definitely voiced their opinion and made it very clear, and the other person did not like it. The other person feels like this is literally like a power trip, battle of the egos again. The Empress and the Emperor, they're both obviously both large and in charge. They're both the rulers, you know, of the same kingdom. So if this is work related, definitely a manager and an owner getting into an argument about how things should be running in the office and the building, I don't know, at work. If it's at home, it's probably like, you know, a wife getting mad at the husband saying, your family said they were staying for like 2 nights and now they've been here a week. What's going on? Like, tell me the truth. What are you not saying? It's not that I don't like your family. It's just that I want my own space. I want my home back. You know, definitely something along those lines. I also see that there may have been something that the other person may not have acknowledged or may not have admitted to or made someone else aware about. So there may have been, again, miscommunication because somebody didn't reveal the full truth, the full picture, the whole entire thing. So again, if it was like, oh, you were only staying for the weekend and now you're here for a month, well, they were planning on staying for a month, but they made it seem like, you know, we'll take it day by day, or just a few days, and then all of a sudden, a month later, they didn't really tell you the truth, right? They didn't say they were planning on staying the whole month, which, had you known, you would have accommodated, or maybe even let them know it's not okay. Whatever the situation is, there's definitely a battle of the egos. Someone is definitely trying to force somebody else's opinion down their throat, but I don't think that's you, Capricorn. I think you're chill. I think you're kind of staying strong, and I think you're standing your ground here, Capricorn. I feel like you made yourself known. You've made your opinion known, and you've made it pretty clear where you stand. And you don't need to go into detail about anything else. You don't really need to push this any further. You can't be any more clear. When the King of Wands and the Emperor is here, I mean, it's pretty clear that you've made your point. You know your truth. You don't have to explain yourself anymore. So whoever's trying to bicker, well, they're just arguing with themselves, right? Now, if something, again, was miscommunication, then, of course, it's going to be revealed, because if the Moon is here, this is about secrecy, also about anxiety and stress. So if the Moon is here, that means that these secrets are going to be revealed, or this anxiety is going to be cleared out of your system, especially if the Empress and the Emperor is here. I don't see any kind of contradicting energy with this. What I see is healing of this stress or this anxiety or this miscommunication or this secrecy, it'll be exposed. It'll be evolution. Yeah, so it'll be outed. Whatever needed to be outed will most definitely be outed. I'm going to pull some more cards to see if I can get some more information. What are you guys arguing about? Like, what is this even about, Capricorn? What is going on? Ooh, okay. Okay, so the Nine of Swords came out, the Temperance, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, so for sure somebody's pissed off and feels annoyed about what they said. Maybe they're paranoid about what they had spoken about. Maybe they're regretting their words. They're definitely regretting their words, and the other person is just on the defense. Again, I got that earlier. So again, there's this battle of the ego. So if there is a female energy, I feel like the female energy is a little overworked and paranoid about the situation and the circumstance, and the masculine energy is in their ego and they're standing their ground. I think the female energy may have a little bit of paranoia here. Now, I'm not sure who is who, switch it and flip it, however, doesn't matter. Feminine energy and masculine energy is simply energy. It's not a gender. So, assign the energy to whomever in your personal situation. But I do see here that whoever may have started the argument is regretting it. And they definitely are feeling terrible about it. They're paranoid about it. They're overthinking it. They definitely have anxiety about it. They're stressed out about it. It's almost like when you get in a fight on a Friday with whoever your coworker is, your boss, whatever, and then you dread all weekend to go to work on Monday because you left the office on Friday feeling like shit and you had all of this blow up in your face. So the last thing that you want to do is go back to work on Monday. You just wish that weekend was maybe like 2 months longer, And if this isn't a setting where you're in a room with many people, and it is at home, this is someone who's sleeping in separate bedrooms right now because they're kind of annoyed at each other. But I have a feeling, Capricorn, that it is the viewer, your energy. You are standing your ground for a reason. So if your mind is set on something, it's for a reason. You are coming from a genuine and sincere place. You're not coming from a place of too much ego. You're reasoning yourself as to why you are feeling the way you're feeling. You're in your right to do so. And this other person took it the totally wrong way and in a completely different direction. So definitely there's going to be healing at the end of the day. There's definitely going to be some form of agreement, some form of compromise, and some type of forgive and forget kind of energy. Someone's going to be a little bit more forgiving than the other. Someone's definitely going to remember what happened and not forget about it. They may even bring it up in future arguments, okay? But I don't think that's you. I think, let's just say somebody said something to you that wasn't cool, and you, instead of, holding on to it and using that against them, what you'll do is you'll let it slide, right? You'll mind your business, do your own thing, living your best life. It didn't affect you, but you're never going to forget that this person said this specific thing to you. It's just going to remind you of this person's character and true nature, but you don't hold it against them. You're just a lot wiser and know how to work your way around this person because of that, right? It just makes you feel like you're getting to know this person a little bit better and they're exposing themselves a little bit more. So that's one way of looking at it. But I definitely feel like there's going to be a making amends in this energy. There's definitely, no need to worry, and the Temperance. So you guys are going to be making amends. So whatever was happening, whatever situation came up, whatever that was, there's going to be a resolution at the end of the day. So don't take it too hard or too personally, which I don't even think you really are, Capricorn. I feel like you're just like, you are set in your ways and you know what you're talking about, and no one's going to change your mind about it. But I don't feel like you're coming from a bad place. All right, let's pull out some initials here and see who just may be involved in this. All right, we got a P, we got a J, we got an S. Pull a couple more. Oh, okay. P, J, PJs. We got a Y. We got an N. I don't like that together. It just feels like it's spelling something it shouldn't. New York, maybe. You're watching from New York. Who knows? T. So, PYT, pretty young thing. Hey, Michael Jackson, what's up? Jackson. Is the J backwards? Am I? Yeah, sorry guys. A little dyslexic. Is the S backwards? I can't even tell. All right, so NJ, New Jersey. You could be in New York. These could be initials. These also could be letters in a license plate. Okay. And now let's take a look at some numbers here that may be of significance. So I'm just going to roll the dice and we're just going to look at the numbers. I add up all the numbers and I actually look at all the individual numbers. It could be an address, a license plate number again, or it could just simply be a birthday, a number of significance, anything of that sort. So we have 5, 4, 1, 2, and 5. So again, it could be an address. So 25146, or if we want to put them in order, could be 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, could be days of the week. Now if we add them all together, what is that going to be? We have 6 and 5, that's 11, plus 1, that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 could be a significant number. We add 1 and 8 together, that's going to come out to 9. So 9 may be of significance. See what else I see here. All right, yeah, so that is all that I am seeing for you, Capricorn. So just remember that you know your truth, you know where you stand, you know where you're coming from. You ain't got nothing to sweat, okay? Just make sure that if somebody does deserve an apology, be apologetic, be understanding, a little more understanding of other people's place, where they're coming from. You never know what someone else is going through, right? You never know why somebody was on the defense or took something the wrong way. It may not be because of you personally, but it could be because they are themselves going through something that you just aren't aware of. All right, Capricorn, so with that said, I hope you did enjoy this reading. Please comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And now I am moving on to my pile number 3. Hello, pile number 3 for all you Capricorns who chose pile number 3, which is this cute little lime green, yellow, and orange butterfly. This is going to be a general energy reading for you. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you come across this reading, it is just describing the energy that you are currently going through at that very moment in time. So let's just get into it. Let's pull out the tarot cards first and see what is going on here. We have the Devil. That's Capricorn energy right there. I actually hate calling out the signs for the cards because I believe that the cards are representing energy, not specific signs. That's just me. All right, we have the Strength card and the 10 of Wands. I just called out the Capricorn card because obviously I'm doing the Cappy reading. All right, so let me just absorb this energy here and see what is going on. We have the Devil, Strength, and the 10 of Wands. Okay, so there may be something that you're holding back from, or someone just might be holding something back from you. maybe there is actually this deep-rooted either like a secret behavior, a habit, or an obsession. There's something that you're keeping to yourself that is starting to weigh you down, but you're not showing it. You're not showing face. You're not telling anybody. You're acting as if everything is normal and you're just doing fine. If this isn't you per se, then of course flip it to whoever is around you. But there is some type of hidden energy or something that is being held back. But it's toxic, obsessive behavior. Someone could have like a hidden addiction. This can also be someone who is addicted to work. So maybe you're throwing yourself a little bit too deeply into work. And it's starting to affect your mood and your energy. It's draining, it's overwhelming, it's exhausting, but you're not telling anybody anything. Maybe you might be the manager of many employees, and you love your job, but it is a very exhausting and draining job. So you may be second guessing whether you should continue this work. For whatever reason. Maybe if you're not, I know right now many people are working from home, so maybe if you're not in the same office, it's just the overload of doing everything from home is starting to be a little bit too much or become a little too challenging. But this could be someone who's addicted to work. This also could be someone who is secretly obsessing over someone or has a hidden addiction of some sort and not telling anybody. This could also be keeping or holding something back from someone, and it's starting to be a little bit too big for you to bear. For instance, if for some reason you were told to keep a secret, or if somebody told you some information and they said, can you make sure to not tell anybody else? And now it's kind of starting to make you feel guilty that you know this information, but you can't tell anybody. So it's starting to be a little bit too heavy on you, or overwhelming. It could be if you are a boss, if this is someone who's addicted to work, you may just have to fire or let go of someone. And it could be someone that you actually really like. And you having to inform this person is starting to bear. It's a little bit too heavy for you to bear, and it's bothering you, and you don't want to have to let them go. They may be a hardworking person, but there may be some cutbacks due to budgeting, or just finances aren't great at the moment for anyone right now. So companies are definitely downsizing, and they're also doing a lot of layoffs. So somebody may need to be laid off, or there's a group of people that you have to say thank you, but we no longer need you. And it's a little difficult for you to admit to that, or to have to tell these people these bad news. Let's see. There may be someone who is probably not the best person to keep around, and you don't know exactly how to detach from this person. They may be a very bad influence on you, and it could be someone that you've known for years. I'm looking at like maybe a 10+ year friendship or connection. Could be a relationship, take that if that is what resonates with you. But what I see is there could be some sort of unhealthy bind to someone, and you're starting to see that they're draining you, maybe like a psychic vampire, and they've consumed too much of your time and energy, and you've come to the realization that they're no longer healthy for you and your lifestyle, and you're wanting to cut ties, but it's a little bit too hard for you to bear because you've known this person for so long. Sometimes you stay attached or connected to a person because you've known them for such a long time, so you just kind of conform to this person's ways, how they are, their character, the things that they say, what they do, their actions, things that you don't agree with all the time or that you don't really like, but then you've said, you know what, I've known them for so long, that's just who they are, they're not going to change, whatever, they're my friend anyway. So you keep these connections, these friendships, or these relationships out of obligation more than out of feeling like it's the right thing or a healthy thing to do. Let's dig a little deeper here. We've got some more cards here. Let go. Wow. Okay, guys, I swear to you, I shuffled these and I didn't even look at these before I started this reading. So what did I say? There may be someone who needs to be let go of, and you're starting to, it's just the burden is a little too heavy for you. Don't ever feel guilty because you have to part ways with someone, and don't ever feel guilty because you have to fire someone. I once had the role of the manager and did have to fire a few people, and it is a very awkward thing to do, but how I got through it and how I was also able to detach from a lot of toxic energies in my life, whether it be coworkers or whether it be employees or friends, family, etc. Many times in my life I've had to detach. And what I always would do is, when I finally said enough is enough, what I would do is I would in the morning meditate, and I would call in to my spirit guides, and I would ask specifically Archangel Gabriel to help me find the right words to then give my specific point of view to these people, so that they can understand that it's time for me to focus on myself and part ways and make peace with the ending. Now, that may not work with everyone. Sometimes with some people you have to slowly distance yourself. With some people, I hate to admit it, but sometimes you do have to just cold turkey cut them out completely, block them. Now, if it's someone who doesn't deserve that, okay, but if it's someone who's clinging on for dear life to you and is completely draining you, it is okay to completely cold turkey block them and cut them out. I've had to do that myself as well. So many ways of having to break free from a specific binding or someone that you feel obligated to. Do whatever suits you best, whatever you feel is best for your situation. But if it is something where you are able to give the other person the chance to know why you're freeing yourself from this specific connection, do so, just so that you don't accumulate a lot of karmic debt, because it can also do that, where you're accumulating karmic debt if you cut ties off with someone in a very negative or in a toxic way. You want to make it a peaceful departure, as peaceful as it can be anyway. But again, if it's someone who is very toxic, a psychic vampire, someone who is just not healthy at all, and they don't know how to take no for an answer, or you can't really tell this person goodbye because they will guilt trip you into staying, then please cold turkey cut them out, break free. All right, let's see what else we got here. Tolerance. Wow. 10 of Wands with tolerance. You appreciate other points of view because you sense the love in everyone. So again, feeling guilty for letting someone go is not, it's not healthy. Okay, it's not healthy. When you feel like it's time to part ways, that's your soul telling you this karmic contract or this soul contract or whatever situation you may be in, it has come to its end. It has been fulfilled, and now it's time for you to break free, and your soul has found the growth it needed from that specific connection, that lesson, that friendship, that relationship, and it's time to break free from it so that you're able to then bring in a brand new line of soul connections or friendships or a new job, new employees. But, you know, if somebody was just not a good worker and you were keeping them around because it's your friend and they happen to work for you and you got them a job because they're your friend, listen, it is what it is. You know, you got your friend the job, but it doesn't mean that you're going to, you know, do the work for them. That's their end of the bargain. So it doesn't mean that you have to put up with it. So tolerate, but make sure that things aren't, you know, people aren't crossing boundaries or lines that they shouldn't be, right? Everybody needs to carry their own weight. It shouldn't always be on you. That's not how life works. That's not fair. Someone's bound to break. Someone's back is bound to break if they're the ones carrying all the weight, you know? Everyone has to pull their own weight equally, and it should be dispersed evenly. Okay, let's see. Before I pull the romance angels, trust your intuition. So if you are definitely sensing the need to part ways and to separate yourself from someone specifically, or if someone is just not, it's just not adding up to you, like why this person is around, or why this person should be in your life, or if things are just not adding up, go with that gut feeling. If you're just like, I need to get out of this, this isn't going anywhere, I don't see this going in a positive direction, this isn't healthy for me. If anything is draining your psyche, cut it out. Cut that person out. Again, try and do it peacefully if you can. If you can't, then cold turkey, cut them out. Again, you want to do this in a way where you're not accumulating karmic debt in a negative way, but you're actually closing out these karmic cycles and, you know, having soul growth in a positive way. You always want to move on for the better and for the best, not for the worst. So if something is just not adding up or sitting well with you, trust that gut feeling. You have to trust it. Okay, let's see. We have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So, I mean, this doesn't necessarily have to be about a relationship, but if it is, just know that if someone is just not filling your cup of love, if someone is certainly not up to par to your expectations in a connection, don't feel guilty to break free about it, especially if it's a very toxic and negative and very obsessive and clingy connection. If someone is saying, listen, I can't live without you I'll die, that's not a healthy connection. That's not a healthy relationship. A healthy relationship is when somebody feels whole and complete on their own and the other person feels whole and complete on their own, and then these people come together to then reign an empire. You don't see, you know, the emperor relying on the empress, and you don't see the empress relying on the emperor. They know their duties, they know where they stand, they each have a throne, and they reign it in their own, they stay in their own lane per se, but they also are able to reign together in peace. So don't ever feel bound to someone, especially if time is the issue here, where you've known them for years and years. Don't make that the reason as to why it's okay to keep them around in your life or to justify their actions. No, don't do that. It's not healthy. It is not healthy. In fact, it's best if you break free and let go, because there's always going to be something that's far better for you out there if something is not right in your life. Now, it doesn't mean that you're forever going to be finicky and cutting ties with everyone and everything that comes your way, because, you know, at one point or another, you also have to understand that it might just be you and not other people, right? But from this reading and from this energy, what I am seeing is that you need to not feel guilty or bad about freeing yourself in a connection, and you need to understand that you have to do what's best for you, and having this optimistic outlook in life is actually what's going to help you propel yourself out of this rut connection or situation and into something that's in a far more higher vibrational frequency than what you have. I feel like drained. I feel tired. I feel exhausted. I feel like you've tried time and time again to be nice and to figure things out and be civil and cordial with this person, but they're just clinging on for dear life. So I'm so sorry about that. If it is a relationship, it's definitely time to break free and out of it. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Okay, so this is more about expressing your, now this isn't like, oh, go get whoever you want that you're obsessed with. No, this is saying detach and express yourself as peacefully as you can. As peacefully as you can let go of a situation and get out of a situation without having to harm anyone. As long as you yourself have expressed or tried to say or say your piece to this person and express yourself and inform this person what's really going on inside of you, as long as you've done that and your end of the bargain has been met and completed, as long as that's been done, there is no need for you to stress about like karma or anything like that. Again, you want to end things as peacefully as you possibly can. If it's something where it's just so heavy and hard for you to bear, then of course, cut them out cold turkey, but don't feel guilty about it, because what you're trying to do is what's best for you, which there's nothing wrong with that. Anytime you have to do anything for, you know, your mental health to be in a far better place, by all means, please do that. Please do that. That's the whole point of soul growth, is to understand what fits and what doesn't in your life. And it doesn't mean that you're going to treat people like shit. It just means that you're going to have a respect for those who are no longer suitable to your life. And you're going to say, thank you, I love you, I forgive you, and goodbye. But this is my life, my journey, my path is not to be with anyone who is bringing me down or draining me or keeping me from my personal blessings. Again, holding on to people who don't belong in your life, it actually holds you back from blessings that are meant to come into your life. So really think about that as well. Let's see if I can get some more clarification here. I'm just going to do a few more cards to see if there's anything else that I can pick up in this energy, in this reading. Let's take a look. What else we have going on? Just some more clarifiers, please. Spirit, please tell me if there's anything else we needed to pull. Oh, I don't know if I should pull that one. Okay, I guess we should. All right. We got 3 cards here. Okay, we have the 5 of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Okay, yeah, so, okay. I do see you trying to express yourself to someone, trying to be calm, cool, and collective while you're trying to tell somebody that, you know, you're ready to do your own thing, you're ready to kind of be more independent for yourself. You're looking into your life in a different light now. You're definitely trying to do... Sorry guys, I don't know why it's dark all of a sudden. Let me see if I can brighten it. Alright, lighting, work with me here. Okay, so I feel like you're really trying to find your independence and find your own. I really think this is someone who's really trying to find their own. They've done a lot of soul growth. They know what's right for them and they know what isn't. And there's just this gut feeling of like, I need to do my own thing. I need to figure out my own thing right now. And I can't have all of these people in my life. It's just not healthy. It's just not working for me. So I definitely see you trying to liberate and separate yourself from someone. It could even be a job. It could be like a group of people, a group of friends that you just feel like you're now an outsider. You no longer relate or feel super... it just feels like they're irrelevant to the direction that you're going to be going into. It just feels like this is a very independent energy. I feel like someone definitely needs to part ways with what's not working and with whomever is no longer working for you in your life. There's maybe a lot of toxic people, energy, or a person who just will not take no for an answer. Someone, if you really do try to make peace with this person and say, you know what, I'm in a phase in my life right now where I just want to focus on myself and I'm trying not to hang out with people. I'm trying to just clear my mind and take time for myself. And, you know, when I'm ready, I'll reach out and hang out. If they're the kind who are going to say, why? Why can't I hang out with you? Or if they're the kind to say, yeah, sure, and then they keep insisting on bugging you, then please block them, cut them out. You have to free yourself from that energy. And they're definitely people who don't know how to respect boundaries. And if you have someone in your life who cannot respect your boundaries or cannot hear you out when you speak, then they are not to be in your life. They're not meant to be long-term in your life. You're meant to break free from this this harsh energy. It's just like it's like a toxic environment. You know, look at this. I mean, even the lions are going at it. Everybody's kind of, they don't even care that there's two lions in the back fighting, right? They're so caught up in their own fight that they're not even paying attention to these two. Now just imagine when one kills the other, who's next to be eaten? One of the three men. Why not pay attention to this? Put out that fire when you work together, you know, tame the lions together. But you know, it seems like someone's going to get a little bit butthurt when you tell them. Now, it doesn't mean that you need to feel guilty or bad about it. In fact, you should actually understand that you need to have peace of mind. You want to have serenity in your life, and you want to have something that's going to move you into peace. I just see you wanting peace in your life. Now, there's definitely going to be this escape. There's going to be this great escape. Now, it could just be you blocking people from your phone and saying, fuck it, I'm not talking to anyone anymore, which could be the case. You may just take that route. I mean, Capricorn, sometimes when you just don't want to, you just don't want to, and you say bye. And that's okay too. But there's definitely going to be this like quick exit that someone's going to be taking out of a situation. It's just a quick exit. Like, you are out and you are done. And Capricorns, when you're done, you're done. Like, that's the thing about Capricorns, you never want to piss them off, because, you know, once they get pissed off, those emotions kick in, which typically don't. Typically you're practical and logical, but once you've tried your best to be as practical and logical as you could, and emotions then consume you from not expressing them correctly, boom, you're done. You're out. You don't stick around. You don't stand for it anymore. So there's definitely going to be a dramatic exit. Now, again, it could be you ghosting, or it could be you blocking, or it could be you quitting, or it could be you just saying you're fired. But it's going to happen. That's definitely going to happen. But guess what? You're not wrong for it. You're not wrong for it. There's something that's correct about you having to do this in your life. You are course correcting in your life, which is really going to bring you expansion and soul growth, which is what we're here to do to begin with. So again, don't ever feel guilty that you have to break free or let go of anything. You know, you're not bound to or tied down to anything or anyone or any job in this life. You're meant to experience everything in your own way. This is why we all have free will. Okay, so let me pull some initials here just to see who, or if these letters even resonate with you. Let's just see. All right, we have J, we have T, JT, TJ, we have N, we have R. Not sure if these letters may be of significance, but they could either be initials or letters on a license plate. Could be initials in your name, but they could be of significance. All right, and let me pull some numbers here just to see what we got going on. Let's see. Now, these numbers can be anything from an address to a phone number to dates or an age. All right, let's see. We've got 2, 2. Oh, you guys can't see those. 2, 2. Let's put them in order. 1, 2, 2, 5, and 6. So could be numbers in an address again. So 1, 2, 2, 5, 6. If we add them up, we have 4, 5 plus 5. That's 10. We have 16. Or, you know, which could be, again, an age, a date. Could also be a number in a phone number. If we add 16 together, it evens out to 7. So 7 can also be a number of significance. Let me see if I'm picking up on any more messages for you guys. Yeah, definitely break free. I'm getting break free over and over again in my head. So you have to part ways with someone or something. You just have to detach. I feel like, you know, gum at the bottom of your shoe, how sometimes you really got to work for it to get off. Or even shit at the bottom of your shoe, like dog shit. It just feels like you need to get it off, and you need to get rid of that stench. You need to wash the shoe. You need to cleanse yourself. Oh, maybe that's what you also need to do. You need an energetic cleanse. For sure, which can also be clearing house, including friendships, connections, relationships. It could even be with family, and it can also be with a job. So take it however it may resonate in your life, okay? All right, you guys, so that is all that I have for my pile number 3, Capricorns. I hope you did enjoy this reading, and I hope it resonates. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and please, by all means, comment down below. Let me know if any of this resonated. Other than that, I will catch you guys on the next one.